Hey guys, what's up? It's Raver Official here. Alright, now I'm here with a story time which you guys probably haven't seen from me in a while. Now, I have some announcements at the end of this video, so I'm just gonna get right into it. Now, the girl who's involved in this video, the story time, I'm just gonna call Samantha because of reasons. But you guys may know who I'm talking about once I get further into this story. So, it starts on a Thursday. I'm just gonna say that. I don't want to disclose any dates, but it starts on a Thursday. I'm over here vibing with a few people. I'm not gonna mention any of their names because reasons, respect reasons and stuff. So, basically, I was hanging out with a few people, and Samantha was there, and I was, we were vibing, and one of the guys had come back from doing something, and he was like, hey, we got a problem, and I was like, hey, can you save that for a minute? Like, whenever, like, we're in private communication stuff, because I don't want anything going on here. This is a vibing conversation, like, this was not meant for anything to be involved. So I was like, okay, can you save that? And in the midst of all that, Samantha left, and I kind of like texted her privately, and I was like, hey, like, what's going on? Why did you leave like that? And she was like, oh, I felt like I was being deceived. And I was like, no, I was trying to get this person to stay quiet because he was about to start going off on somebody on the middle. Like, we were vibing, so, I was trying to stop that. Now, she didn't get that, so I just kind of brushed it off. The next day, I'm talking with some people, and the same people from the day before, and she comes in and she goes, why do you have these people in this conversation? Like, are you even supposed to be talking to these people? And I was like, because I can vibe with them. That's the only reason. Like, like, don't be judging me because of the people I hang out with. Like, you hang out with people that are, she hangs out with people who are, not who I hang out with, and I hang out with people who she doesn't hang out with. So, it makes sense. Now, what? I'm confused.
Camera chooser, back facing, back, button, speech off.
Sorry about that. Weird, internet issue probably. But, as I was saying, there was a, this thing with like, the way she would act was not normal, because she was always on top of me for people I hang out with, who I was hanging out with, and I wouldn't get on to her about people she, used to hang out with. Like, I wouldn't do that. Like, she was doing it to me, but I wasn't doing it to her, so there was a little unfair, scenario right there. And then all of a sudden, the next day, this is when I realized everything. I was sitting, or I had just gotten back from a family day, like me and my parents were hanging out and stuff, and I come home. I'm gonna call this other girl Liliana for the sake of this video, but she had texted me and goes, oh, me and Samantha don't want to be friends with you. You were talking S about us and all this. And I was like, can I not go around and, like, express that the way Samantha was acting was concerning me? Like, okay? Like, it was concerning me. I told somebody about that because she went off, and there was, I don't know if there was, like, some brainwashing involved in this, but there was another girl who went off and started, like, exposing stuff about me that I didn't want to be exposed. So but that was to other people that I didn't even know. Like, she told her friends, and they told other people, and yeah, I was like, really, 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 why? But, you know, like, that's what was concerning me. So I was like, kind of like, and that's when I was like, no. And then, like I said, takes place, and I kind of like remembered it. But then I was like, why can't I speak my mind kind of scenario, because that's what it felt like. And then next thing I know, yeah, Samantha comes in this conversation with me and a few other people just to come and taunt me. And then everything was already starting to like build up, the emotions, everything was like, okay, well, you know, I was already not in the right mindset in the first place, and then just add on to it just caused me to lose it. But like, seriously. And then she just like literally was sitting there and watching me break down because of all the bottled up emotions. She never really did anything. And that one time she thought I was lying to her. Well, she basically stated out loud that she thought I was lying to her. Now, if you guys remember, because I had to delete these three, everything from the randomness series, but part 48, 49, and 50 had some interesting stuff happen. And that's what she thought I was lying to her about. Because, you know, I was like, you're not a mind reader, how would you know? Sorry, I'm trying to fix something. Okay. I was like, how would you know if I was lying to you? Like, bro, you weren't in my mind. You don't know how I actually felt. Like, come on now. And, you know, that's how I mainly felt. But that was, yeah. But just for her to up and say that. And now that I think about it, I feel like I should have been the one to leave first, because I should have noticed it earlier. Because this girl had lied to me about literally everything it felt like. And her problems that I feel like weren't actually problems didn't start until 2020. So I could have sensed that there. But you know what? Now that I think about it, how many times did I catch her lying to me and never told her? What if I told you? Or not what if I told you? Wish I never met you reference. Yeah. But, yeah. Now, that's basically everything. The day I realized it. And, yeah. Now, to the announcements before I leave. December 18th, there's going to be a surprise. Now, that surprise, I said that would be on the day after Thanksgiving. That didn't happen, as you guys probably tell, because some stuff happened with like us getting there, and I was like, I just didn't have it in me to be posting that weekend. I was like, I feel like it should be on a Friday. I have decided that Friday is December 18th, so you guys probably, you know, it's next Friday. It's 10 days from tomorrow, 11 days from now. It's not gonna be at this time of day, probably, but yeah. Anyway, other than that, another announcement is part 16. There was a clip that got cut out. So there's supposed to be 2 that sounded kind of like that one at the end. I had noticed it when I went in, to play the iMovie track that I had saved. I had to clear up my camera roll, so I don't have it anymore, but when I checked it, there was a clip that got cut out. I don't know if it was something to do with the export or me not checking it before I posted it, but part 17 has it in it. It's the first one's the clip that got cut out of part 16, and yeah. That's all for this video, guys. This is Rira Official. Well, the real from Rira Official signing off, and I will see you guys in the next video, whether it be a cover, the surprise next week will most likely either a cover or the part 17. Because next week is December 18th. But whether it be my 1 week warning or 1 week announcement, or anything else. Yeah, it's Forever Official signing off. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Speech on. Camera chooser. Stop recording. Button.